Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be showing you how to create this makeup look that's for back to school when you wanna do a little more with your look. You know, for some of you, this may be too much for an everyday back to school look. And for those of you who feel that way, I did do like a more natural drugstore back to school look, so I'll link that down below. But this is for those of you who just wanna be extra on an everyday basis, because I'm right there with you. This is more my everyday makeup. Or if you wanna wear it for special occasions, like if you know you're gonna get photographed, or you know, if you're going to like a special event at school maybe, or if you just have a crush and you wanna look extra, extra good. This is gonna be for you, so I hope you guys are excited. And I am gonna be using the products that I got in my Ipsy Glam bag from this month because I am an Ipsy creator. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the video. I'm gonna start off with a mask today. This is the Hey Honey Take Away the Drama Youth Boosting Honey and Copper Peel Off Mask. This one is a really nice mask to use before makeup because it actually exfoliates the skin to lift away like impurities, and I feel like it actually helps me keep my pores unclogged and almost like prevent breakouts because those impurities are like getting out of the system once we peel it off. Should I be in a fashion show? Vogue. Oh, I leave this on until it starts to feel dry, and then I go ahead and peel it off. I would say probably like 5 to 10 minutes is like the amount of time that I have it on my skin. But yeah, just when it starts to feel dry, you can peel it off and then you're ready to go into some skincare. So I'm gonna go in with this Purlisse Beauty Watermelon Energizing Aqua Balm. So this is a brand new product, but it is so nice. You guys know I love those like lightweight gel cream type of formulas for my moisturizer, especially underneath makeup. I just feel like it works the best, and it just doesn't like make your makeup look cakey on top of it. It just sinks into the skin really nicely, and this one is oil free too, so if you do get oily throughout the day, you're not gonna get as oily. And it smells amazing, you guys. Like it smells like a watermelon Jolly Rancher or something. It smells so good because it has that kind of like lightweight feel. I feel like it just kind of instantly refreshes and energizes the skin. So, you know, long nights studying, whatever you're doing, this is gonna be perfect. I'm gonna go over that with my Derma E Scar Gel just to protect against my acne scars that I have going on. This stuff is amazing. You guys know that I live, breathe, and die for this stuff. And I have a few extra scars because I recently got extractions during a facial. So this is perfect to put on new scars, especially because it will make them fade way quicker. And for my eye cream today, I'm using the Henricksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. This has vitamin C in it, so it helps to combat dark circles and just kind of brighten up these under eyes. I actually like never went to school. I don't know if many of you know this, but I was homeschooled my entire life actually. I mean, I did go to school, I shouldn't say it that way, but I did online schooling like my entire life. And yeah, so I never had that feeling of like going to school all day, even though I can imagine it, because I was at the ice skating rink all day because I was a figure skater my whole life, and that was like my profession. So I was at the rink from like 6 a.m. until, you know, pretty much like 4 or 5 p.m. sometimes. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of sunscreen as well, because if you are at school and if you're gonna be outside at all, it's really good to apply sunscreen just so that you protect your skin and prevent any sun damage. And the one that I just used is a drugstore sunscreen, the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Water Gel Lotion Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 50. I like this one actually because it doesn't clog my pores, and a lot of sunscreens do clog my pores, especially drugstore ones. So this one is great because it's lightweight and I haven't had any issues. We're gonna go in with primer. You guys know I love this one. It's one of my ride or dies for sure. The Professional Pearl Primer from Benefit Cosmetics. And this one is so cute. It came in my little glam bag, so I die over like mini products like this. They're so cute. But yeah, like I said, this is one of my go-tos. I like it because it does give a soft radiance to the skin. So you guys probably have heard of or possibly even tried the original Professional. This one is called the Pearl Professional because it gives more of a radiant finish, but it still does minimize the look of pores and definitely does make your makeup last longer throughout the day, locks in that makeup, gives you a radiant finish. It even kind of like brightens up the skin in my opinion. I apply this all over. I do start like right here in the middle of the face just because that's where I personally get the most oily. So I'll start here in the middle, kind of press it into the skin, press it into the pores, and then blend outwards with whatever's left on my fingers. I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Precise Tattoo Studio Brow Tint Pin, that's what it's called. And this is in the shade Medium Brown 360. This is a great product for school because it will give you more of a natural brow look, but it actually stays in place all day long and it never starts to look cakey. Like, I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but for me, sometimes when I'm wearing a brow product all day long, it can start to look super like bunched up and, like I said, cakey looking to me. So this one's nice because since it's more of like a marker formula, it's very light, you know what I mean? So see here, it's like, it gives a very light application and it never, ever, ever gets like powdery or cakey looking. All your friends are gonna be like, whoa, your brows really had a glow up this summer, because it honestly looks that natural that like people have come up to me asking how I grew out my brows and I'm like, girl, no, it's literally this. It's amazing, plus it's drugstore, so I thought it was like perfect for students. And if you do want it to be just a little bit more defined looking right here in the arch, you can actually take a brow gel, a tinted brow gel. This one is from Kelley Baker Brows, and take it on like a small angled brush and use the brow gel to kind of darken and define this arch area up, because most people, I would say, that's where like sparseness starts. So when you do this just right here at the bottom, it really does help with creating like a fuller looking brow. And again, I don't find that it looks cakey at all. It never starts to look like too crazy, you know. I just went ahead and cleaned that up with some of my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye right under here to sharpen things up. And then we're gonna go ahead and apply some foundation. So I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade 228 Soft Tan. And you actually wanna take a little bit of that and also apply it to my eyelids just to cancel out any discoloration and kind of blend my skin tone together a little bit better, just because since my face is not tanned at all, but my shoulders are, we had to apply a darker foundation obviously, but I don't want my eyelids to stick out like a sore thumb and be super light. Then I'm just gonna set that down with a little bit of MAC Long Type, just so cream colored eyeshadow, or you can even use a face powder as well. I'm gonna be using this brand new palette from Too Faced. This is their Cheers to 20 Years eyeshadow palette. Oh, it's actually called the Too Faced Then and Now palette, but it's from their Cheers to 20 Years collection for their 20th anniversary. But look how cute this is. So this was like their original eyeshadow palette. So in 1998, they released these shades, and then they came out with like a 2018 version. I just thought that was so cute. I'm gonna take this shade right here called Gretchen, this like warm blending tone. It's kind of neutral actually, and place that right into the crease, focusing on the outer corner. Alrighty, so with my E25, I'm gonna pick up this shade called Gigi, and I'm gonna also pop this into the crease, starting from the outer corner, but blending inwards. And this is gonna give a really nice, flattering, light purple tone to the eyes. We're not gonna do anything too crazy for this look because it's still a school look, so I still want it to be a little bit more on the natural side. Now with the teeny tiny brush, the Morphe M506, I'm gonna take I Can't Even from the Too Faced palette, this guy right here, and repeat the same motion with a super light hand. And since this brush is so small, we're gonna really try to be precise and get right into that crease. In this shade, you kind of want to blend down towards the eye and start to create a little bit of like an outer V. And obviously, we are not gonna be doing like wing liner, just because if we're being completely realistic, ain't nobody got time when you're like getting ready, trying to rush out the door and everything. But I think a really great way to create that sort of same effect where it's kind of like a almond shaped cat eye kind of shape of the eyeshadow. That's very flattering on a lot of people. A great way to create that without doing wing liner is to do a kind of smoky liner with an eyeshadow on the top. So I'm gonna take this little eyeshadow quad from Bang Beauty. This is in the shade Smokey. Isn't it so cute? You could create some really bomb smoky eyes with this, but today I'm just gonna take this shade right here and kind of smoke out this top lash line to create that almond cat eye effect. These shadows are really nicely pigmented as well. There's not too much fallout. I'm just taking this really close to the lash line down here, just smoking it out, and then once I get to this outer corner, I press it into the eyes so that we can kind of connect it to like this top V that we made. And you see how that just creates that kind of like look, you know? And this looks great in pictures as well. So if it's like photo day or a little dance or whatever you're doing at school, this is such a great technique to use to really create that nice eye shape, but it doesn't take much time. Once we're done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and apply these Bronze Beauty lashes. Obviously, if you don't want to wear lashes, then you don't have to, but I did want to include this step just in case you did, like again, for maybe a day that you're wearing makeup for a photo or you just want to look cute, then I wanted to include this, but obviously you could just do some mascara and you'd be good to go. I like to cut quite a bit off since this is gonna be a little bit more of like an everyday natural look, because the shorter the lashes are, the more obviously natural they're gonna look on your eyes. This glue is Balm. If you're gonna be wearing your lashes all day long, this is the glue that, wow, my hand is super dirty. But yeah, this is definitely the glue that I would recommend just because it's the only glue that doesn't make your inner corners like pop up. So at least for me, it's been the best. But while we wait for that lash glue to dry, because you do want to wait for it to dry, I'm just gonna go ahead and curl my lashes a little bit and then also go in with some mascara. So this is the MAC False Lashes Mascara in the shade Extreme Black. This one's nice because it doesn't smudge, it doesn't flake off throughout the day, and you can wear it all day long without it like falling or like limping up a little bit. And I never find that this gets in the way of like my contacts. When I wear it all day, I don't get those like dry flakes in there, so I feel like it's good for contact lens wearers even when you're wearing it for hours and hours and hours on end. If you want to be a little extra and add on some lashes, you know, this is a nice way to go. Nice little technique to cut off like I said, about half. I only have the lashes about here. Okay, so next up, we're gonna move back to the face. I'm gonna go in with some concealer. This is from Urban Decay, and it's the All Nighter Concealer in Medium Light Neutral. This is a good one to use on days when you're going to school because it's very long wearing. It does help with oil control in my opinion, and it definitely cancels out dark circles or anything if you're tired. And you see how nice and matte it makes the under eye? I just feel like it gives such a good base, and like I said, it does last all day long. It doesn't crease on me, so I think it's a great one to use again when you know you're gonna have your makeup on all day long at school. I'm just gonna go ahead and set those under eyes. We're not gonna set the entire face again because I do not want this to get too cakey, but I'm gonna set just underneath the eyes here and then at the smile lines, just so that we don't crease there throughout the day. So I'm gonna use this guy right here, which is the Bellápierre Banana Setting Powder in the shade Medium, and this one has a yellow tone to it, so it's really nice because it does kind of color correct your under eyes as you're setting your makeup there, and it just kind of combats like discoloration, redness, purple tones that you have under there, and it does set the makeup really nicely. So I just took that and pressed it into the skin with my beauty blender, but then I also kind of blend it out with this KKW Beauty concealer brush, the fluffy end of it. Whoa. I'm just gonna add on some bronzer with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Smells so good, and I use the shade Deep Bronzer. I know a lot of people ask me what shade I use, and I do use Deep, but today I'm not gonna go for like a super contoured effect because if you're like me and you're getting ready, I don't think like we need to cut out all the steps that we can. So contour is definitely something that you can cut out if you apply your bronzer in the right formation. So you definitely want to start here at the back of the cheekbones, and see we're already getting that little bit of contoured effect. Blend upwards, and then apply some along the hairline as well. Underneath the chin, connect it. So it kind of gives us that contour as well, but just one product. We don't need to get bunch of products out. For blush, I'm gonna take this guy right here, which is the Pixi by Petra Beauty Blush Duo in Peach Honey. This has a really nice shade to it. You guys know I like these like warm peachy tones. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna apply it right above the area that we put our bronzer down. So kind of back towards the hairline here. You could even use it as an all over highlighter if you wanted to, like to give your entire face kind of like a soft radiance. And especially since the rest of our face is pretty matte, it would be pretty if you do want that glow. Now this next part is optional depending on how extra you want to be at school, but I am going to add on some highlights. So I'm using the MAC Cosmetics Oh Darling Extra Dimension Skin Finish, and I'm just going to place that right on the high points of the cheekbone and a little bit on the forehead and nose and chin. I shouldn't have said just gonna place that because I just said everywhere, but what I meant was like I'm not gonna take it all the way back like I normally would, since we already have that soft radiance down. I'm really just concentrating this pigment right here on the tip of the cheekbone, and then with whatever's left on the brush, you can slightly blend it out just so that it blends seamlessly into the Pixi highlighter that we put down, or the Pixi blush that we put down that we kind of use as like an all over glow. I'm gonna do the same thing on this other side, and then up here, as well as in the inner corner. Moving back into the Too Faced palette, I'm just gonna take a little bit of Gretchen once again and place that right underneath the eyes just to add a little bit of dimension there, but I'm not really doing too much to them, to be honest. I just like to finish it off by like connecting it right in there. There's nothing worse than what if your friend were to come up to you and were to be like, yo, what's going on with that bottom lash line, girl? Huh? I saved you. I saved you from that just now. You're welcome. I'm just kidding. It's not really that big of a deal if you don't do that, but if you got time, if you got an extra 2 seconds, then you can do that. But I do like to add on mascara, so I'm gonna go in with the same MAC False Lashes Extreme Black Mascara and just apply that with the tip right on these bottom lashes. If you feel like your makeup is starting to look powdery, I recommend MAC Fix Plus. That is the best way to get those powders to like settle into the skin. I am gonna use a different actual setting spray because I want something that's gonna control my oil and also just let it, you know, let it hold throughout the day while you're at school or out and about or whatever. So this is just to really get those powders like settled into the skin, and it really does make a difference, honestly. For lip liner, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's such a pretty shade. This is the shade Walnut from Makeup Forever. It says actually Wherever Walnut, 606 Wherever Walnut from Makeup Forever. This product itself is actually really cool. I don't know if you guys have tried it, but I got the whole PR package, so I was able to try like a bunch of different shades, and it's such a cool product because you can use it on your eyes, your brows, your lips, your face. Like, it's multi-use, but I really do like it for a lip liner because it seems very long wearing, it's creamy, it's easy to apply, it's pigmented, but on top of that, I don't know, because of the formula, I just feel like I can get like a lot of precision and I can get that perfect lined lip look. Lip time. I'm gonna use this guy right here. This is the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte in the shade Bombshell. This is kind of like a Your Lips But Better sort of shade, and I definitely wanted to use something that had a nice formula on it that was long wearing, and this particular one is pretty comfortable to wear, lightweight, and also transfer free, so you know you can keep it on for a long time, and I feel like it doesn't really dry out my lips particularly. Even if it wears off in the middle, I've gone back in and kind of done like a little swipe, a little layer on top, but it doesn't get too dry or uncomfortable, so I think that's really cool. And just because it's so lightweight, you can wear it for like pretty long time, you know. For my setting spray, I'm gonna go in with this Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. This one has oil control, so that's the reason that I thought it'd be good for like a school tutorial or even work or like anywhere where you, again, you know, you're gonna be wearing your makeup all day. Ooh, it's a new one, so I had to prime it there a little bit, but it's a good one to choose just because, you know, it's gonna help not get oily throughout the day and just make your makeup last all day long. And then for my hair, I already had put this in when I was blow drying it, but it's something that I wanna mention because it's a really nice product. You guys know I've been dealing with a lot of damage and just trying to like correct the damage. So this is actually a texturizing product that doesn't dry out your hairs. Cause I was noticing honestly, whenever I was doing texture sprays or sea salt sprays, I was getting a lot of dryness and that just adds like the damaged look, but you can see it already is looking a lot better. And I attribute it to products like this that are helping me keep the moisture in. So this is the Orbe Hair Care Matte Waves Texture Lotion. Like I said, I put this in before I blow dried my hair, so while my hair was still damp, I applied it, and I just feel like it gives you that matte kind of like grip and the texture that you need without making your hair dry. So you get the look of like a sea salt spray without the dryness or the damage. And it honestly does hold your hair. Smells so good, but it honestly does hold your hair like pretty well throughout the day. I didn't put hairspray in, and I feel like, you know, it gives like a good like medium hold. It's gonna be key for me to use products like this that help to keep the hair moisturized but still give you that like volume, texture, a little bit of grip for styling and everything. Last time when I had the blue nail polish on, so many of you guys were asking me like what color it was, but I didn't actually know because it was like dipping powder, so I didn't know the color, but this time I do, so I thought I would just tell you guys what's up. So today, what I'm wearing on my nails is the Decay New York Gel Effect Nail Polish in the shade New York Pink. It has that shine of a gel nail polish, but you can remove it with like regular nail polish remover. And even though I did these myself, something about this formula, I don't even know how to explain it, you guys. It almost like smooths itself over. Like I had kind of like streaks in it and I was kind of like, wow, these are gonna turn out amazing. And then once they dried, they were smooth and they looked just like gel. I liked it. I like the formula a lot. And it's supposed to be super long wearing. So yeah, the Decay New York Pink nail polish. Comment down below actually what you think you're gonna use it for, because I'd be interested to know like how many of you guys want to wear lashes every day, or how many of you guys just would rather do like the other makeup tutorial that I did. And if you haven't seen that one, I did do a more natural drugstore back to school makeup look, if that's more your steez. So you can check that out. I'll link it down below, as well as all the products. And also thank you to Ipsy and all the brand partners for the products that I got in my Glam bag this month. And I'll see you in my next video. And let people see how crazy for feeling this way. I'm crazy for feeling this way. Wowzers. Not gonna lie to you, Sonic. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie to my rock stars either. I just can't lie. You know, it's just not something, it's not in my nature. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. I don't wanna be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. You guys, that has been stuck in my head since I went to Paris. Like, don't ask me why in Paris that got stuck in my head, but since I went to Paris, which was in April, that song has been stuck in my head. April, May, June, July, August. 4 months. That song has been stuck in my head. Tell me how that's possible, honestly. So cute, right?